So are you giving me a statement? I'd like to do it on body cam footage.
Okay, no ma'am, we can complete that. I need a sworn statement from you. So
Okay,
you
well, your body cam's on. So what's going on is I have an issue with property and I would like to get in witness protection. And I've actually went down to the U.S. Marshals and they committed a crime and gave me a criminal trespass and removed me for trying to get in witness protection. And no one did a follow-up. Essentially, I'm a government witness because I have a lot of, things against law enforcement, taking my freedom all these times and then deliberately trying to tamper with evidence and not look at these emails.
So you're a witness against law enforcement. You're calling law enforcement to be put in witness protection by law enforcement.
But I have no other recourses because law enforcement hasn't been held accountable. That's why I had to do the channel.
So if you're concerned about...
So would you recommend...
Call us, that's
well,
what your concern is.
Okay, so you're law enforcement. So you're supposed to give people strategize, serve, and protect, right?
What do you mean by strategize?
Just to keep the party safe, right?
Absolutely. So why are you not safe right now?
Okay, so if you don't see someone kidnapping me and taking my freedom for profit, that's a threat to me.
I don't understand what you're saying because you're not being clear. What do you mean?
Okay, so if someone is taking my freedom, getting paid to take my freedom repeatedly over and over 30 times, that's kidnapping.
So you're referencing all your prior arrests through all the different agencies across the state of Texas?
The arrest, yes.
Okay.
So if you don't perceive someone getting paid to take my freedom repeatedly over and over.
Ms. Clark, we were here because you called and said you were actively being threatened. How are you being threatened right now?
Okay, so it says here. Hold on. I did say hold on.
Okay.
This is abusive.
This is abusive?
Yeah, I just asked you to hold on a moment.
Is this the same ones you showed Sergeant Vandergriff earlier in the day?
No.
Okay.
They wouldn't come. They tried to conceal the crimes. Okay, so I showed Vandergriff that I had called Crumble Cookie. I believe that I'm speaking with scammers and it endangers my safety, and that also you can report that because that's like a property situation. Because if I'm essentially paying for phone service and I'm trying to flee abuse and I'm calling Crumble Cookie and they're saying that employee doesn't work there, that's evidence that I'm speaking with counterfeits. And I'm trying to flee a domestic violence crisis. Right here,
So you're saying that by calling Crumble Cookie, asking for a specific employee and them not working there, you're saying that's a crime?
Right, because I called the employee.
Okay, what crime would that be?
I'm expressing it.
No.
This is abuse.
Okay.
It's abuse of power.
Okay, what crime would it be that
you're so if I call Crumble Cookie, like multiple different other locations, they tell me they're going to give me refunds, and then I don't get them. Okay, so Riley said that he was going to give me a refund, and I should have it now. Riley doesn't work there. Okay, I went to a hotel stay. Someone listed the hotels as multiple different hotels. They put a dirty diaper in my room, put filthy sheets on the bed with holes and burn marks and all kind of different things on it. Hairs all over the place. Wouldn't give me soap. It was February. They said that I had a choice. I asked them before I booked the hotel rooms because they put me out for wanting heat. Okay, so I asked them prior to booking the hotel room. I says, does your heat work? Because my abuser has a lot of power to abuse. They said yes. I went to the room. The AC was running. They said you have a choice. You can either have the AC on or cut it off. So I said that I'm being violated at this hotel stay. I want a refund. Can I have a refund? He demanded that I pay for the room that I had. I said, okay. He said he'd do the reversal. I called and called and called. They said they do the reversal. Then it switched up. I don't know who I was talking to. So that was $500. So I went to the hotel, called the police because I didn't stay there.
Where was this at?
That was Motel 6. It was in Dallas. But I'm showing you a paper trail that I'm speaking with people that are not the authentic location. So I called to get put on witness protection because no one will protect me against you guys' repeated criminal activity, endangering my safety. It'll be in cahoots with crimes to have me in emotional distress, enlisting people to put me out over and over. Someone stole my ID, and it's only been in there.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and show me the stuff that you're running a report right now, the reason you called 911.
I called 911 to flee abuse. What I want to show you on my phone. This webpage altered. It said that you can call law enforcement if you're in a domestic abuse situation, and it altered to conceal the domestic abuse. I find that suspicious. But I just read on here that if you're in a domestic abuse situation, and also including if it is violent, but for some reason my device was strategized to keep me from education on domestic violence. The worker was here the other day, the cancer case manager, when I was trying to get resources. You came out on your own and removed her, but I've been assaulted and arrested at multiple different places for trying to flee abuse that makes you accomplices to domestic abuse. So it's kind of a conundrum for me because you're enlisted in my crimes. So your strategy for the government depriving me of law enforcement would be to essentially never get it and don't call my abusers out. But if trying to flee abuse that you're enlisted in, you're making it impossible for me to flee it. You're the very people that I'm supposed to call.
So you came from Dallas, went to Austin, came here.
My abuser says in these emails that you don't want to look at.
So before when you moved to Victoria, did law enforcement contact you unprompted? You moved to Victoria and they came knocking at your door, or did you start calling us, getting us out here every single time, and then at which point you started saying that we were harassing you? And
no, if you would have looked at the emails, and if you said that you claim that you've been on my channel, when I was catching the bus and when they came over here to interrupt the conversation, the law enforcement did that, not me. When 7 police arrested me for trying to use transit, when I was defrauded out of funds, you're supposed to be able to call the police. When you were calling Crumble Cookie and they say that employee doesn't work there, you're supposed to be able to call the police. When someone pulls a gun, if someone is counterfeiting calls, that is criminal. And for you to cover for it, it is criminal. But I would like to know, what would you recommend that I do? That I'm calling law enforcement in emergencies and I have no remedy to protect myself against you guys' crimes? What I would like to address, when I was catching the bus and law enforcement got on, that I didn't prompt that. When I was arrested by 7 police, I didn't prompt that. When I was attending the domestic violence support group, I didn't prompt that. When I was assaulted and arrested, when they came at Red Roof Inn, I didn't prompt that. They came on their own.
So it's your position right now that every time we've come out here, it's
we're deflecting. You're asking me all around the corner. You asked me all about the other jurisdictions, and you not being concerned about that endangers my safety, and it's criminal for you to cover for police officers and departments abusing their power.
I asked you a very
but it's already obvious you've already tampered with evidence multiple different times. So let me go ahead.
Direct question. Are you going to answer that question?
I think I can show it to you, but I think that you guys are the problem.
I asked.
What would you like me to do, sir? I'll take your abuse. I have to take it. What do you go ahead and call me the B word? Because this is a form of harassment. Go ahead and lash out.
You called us here.
I know. Go ahead. I'll take it. Let me sit down. Go ahead and disrespect. Go ahead and disrespect. I'll take it.
Disrespect you don't.
Go ahead.
Completely respectful and professional.
Go ahead.
This entire time. All right. Well, Ms. Clark, if this is the interaction you're wanting to have,
I said I'd take your abuse. I'm trying to show you the emails.
Okay.
You wanted me to take your abuse. I'll take it. Can I show? Okay. I'm giving you permission. 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 I'm giving you permission to open all the ones that say Sergeant something.
Okay, we'll start from the beginning.
I'm giving you permission to open all of them. I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission.
Okay. Dear Ms. Clark, this letter serves, you want me to read this out loud for you?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
This letter serves as an official warning concerning recent statements and reports allegedly made by you, which include false or defamatory state claims, including government officials or public employees.
Okay, now go.
Making false accusations against law enforcement personnel, government staff.
You don't have to read the whole thing because there's a lot of them. You can go into.
There's definitely, so they provide you every statute that you're violating by perjury and official oppression. So inapplicable misuse. So all these ones from the sergeant are all in reference to your complaints. But
it's supposed to be a fake email.
It's not a fake email. It doesn't look like it.
They said that they don't have that party working there. That's why you're here.
Okay.
Then they didn't have that.
We also don't work for the police department, so.
But it's a fake email, and that's criminal.
Then contact the police department.
No, the crime, they said that they can't handle it because it's not theirs. I have to report it to you because the crime was committed here.
Involving this agency, involving the police department.
No, I already called them. Called them.
So it seems like all those, you can take this back.
There's other emails in there.
Oh, set that right there for you. It seems like every single email that you received is a warning in reference to false reports made by you.
It's not a real email, though.
Okay.
And the Crumble worker.
Penal code in which you were in violation. So obviously they're giving you fair warning.
I think that you're just abusing your power, like you guys have been doing years. That's why I need witness protection. So witness protection. So let's get to this.
We don't have witness protection.
Okay, so what would you think that I would do? Okay, if a woman's trying to flee abuse that law enforcement is enlisted in. Okay, you said that I can't call law enforcement on law enforcement.
If I believed that law enforcement was complicit in abuse and doing all that stuff, I would leave and I wouldn't contact law enforcement.
But I've already relocated multiple different times, and when they're coming to me, and then when they came yesterday, I can't control law enforcement abusing power.
Every single time responded is because you have called.
I'm not able to report that I'm being oppressed by law enforcement for some reason year after year.
You're contacting us. You're saying
that's a blatant lie. Okay, so you don't want me to know. So they just have to leave me in it. So there's no way to flee you guys' abuse period. You're acting like typical abusers like you've done year after year. Let me get your license plate number. This is an active crime. Sugarcoating it by being law enforcement. I need to get your license plate number. I'm gonna have to get your license plate number. This is an active crime. Go ahead. I need to get your license plate number. Abusing your power to arrest me to conceal your crimes is criminal. You're committing a crime right now. Let me get your license plate number. And threatening my arrest to cover for your crimes is criminal. We need to get this under control so I won't have to experience this another 10 years. You need your prison sentences.